Poker tournament selection, much like life, is all about decisions. One decision could lead you down the correct path, while another decision could spiral you out of control into Bustoville. Today, there's a $700 Planet Hollywood Day 1C that might overlay. There's a $1,500 at the World Series of Poker. There's a $400 at the Wynn, and a $1,600 at the Venetian. Out of all these choices, my friends have advised me to play the $1,500 due to the overflow of contestants from the 1K double stack, and of course the seniors event. Hopefully most of them are still in town firing this $1,500, chasing that prestigious World Series of Poker bracelet that, if you're lucky enough to win, it's a faux pas or gauche to even wear in public. Oh, the irony. So let's hopefully pick up a lot of dead money, bag and tag this $1,500 at the World Series today. Freeze out, no re-entries. Let's get it.
I was a little too tall, could have used a few pounds. Tight pants points, hollering out. She was a black-haired beauty with big dark eyes.
With blinds at 75, 150, 25, under the gun limps. I'm under the gun +1 with pocket aces. I love pocket aces. So I make it 550. Action folds around to the limper. Hopefully he's going for the old lip raise, but I have all the aces, so he probably isn't. He puts in the call. Flop comes 7, 6, 6. Started the hand with 6,000 chips. He doesn't respect my pre-flop raise. In fact, he leads out 4,000. We have no choice but to go all in. If he's got us beat, he's got us beat. We're all in. He calls and he shows pocket eights. The turn is a 10 and the river's a deuce. We double up 12,000 chips.
I was making sure I changed it right.
That's it. Thank you.
And points all her own, sitting way up high. Way up firm and high. Out past the cornfields where the woods got heavy. Out in the back seat of my '60 Chevy. Working on mysteries without any clues.
No, yeah. So whoever I can find on break, I'm like, hey, you want to sit down with me for a few minutes?
If two good friends are three-handed, like, they're probably not going to go as hard at each other as normal people would. I don't know.
With blinds at 150, 300, I've got moved to a new table, and I haven't played one hand for 45 minutes. I'm under the gun +1 with pocket eights, make it 700. Big stack calls in the cutoff, and a European male, age 30, shoves all in for 6,300. Action folds back to us in our 12K stack, and I shove all in. Original caller folds, and we're up against pocket jacks. Flop comes 9, 5 deuce. Turn is a 6, but the river's a queen, and we're now at 6,000 chips.
Working on a night move.
With blinds at 150, 300 with a 50 ante, I look down at ace, king of spades under the gun. Raise it up to 700. Under the gun +1 calls. We're heads up to a flop. The flop comes 10, 7 deuce. 1 spade. I bet 800. He thinks for a minute and min raises to 1,600. Sometimes you just gotta man up and go for it. I shove all in for 7,000 anti-snap bucks. We had all the back doors and fold equity. We got them. 11,000 on dinner break. With blinds at 200, 400 with a 50 ante, I'm in middle position with pocket threes and 11,000 chips. Make it 1,000. Action folds to the small blind who has 30,000 chips. 40-year-old Caucasian male. U.S. origin makes it 2,700. Threes is a great hand to shove all in with in this situation with the stack sizes and the higher frequency 3-bet from the small blind. But I think we can find a better spot, so we fold pocket threes to a 3-bet. With blinds at 200, 400, under the gun +1, European male, 25 to 30 years old, makes it 1,000. Folds to a pro that grinds the mop tour, he makes it 2,500. I'm in the small blind with Queen Jack of clubs and 11,000 chips. Stack size is pretty good for a cold 4-bet jam. Suited broadways play well in all-in confrontations. But I think someone has it, so we fold. With blinds at 200, 400 with a 50 ante, European male under the gun +2 opens to 900. Action folds to a Polish-German 25-year-old male on the button who makes it 2,500. I'm in the small blind with 10-8 of spades and 10,000 chips. Another prime spot for a cold 4-ball. Think about it for about 20 seconds, and I put in the fold. Hands do go to showdown. Original raiser had pocket kings, but of course the board ran out 8, 8, 6, 6, 10. What have got? The full double. Oh well. With blinds at 200, 400, under the gun recreational player limps, under the gun +2, Euro reg with some sort of patch on, limps. Good player on the button limps. I'm in the small blind with ace jack offsuit. 15,500 chips to start the hand, so I make it 2,000. Big blind folds, limper folds, over limping Euro with a patch, shoves all in. 14,300 chips. Action folds back to me. I have him covered by about 1,000 chips. And I think about what type of hands he would over limp back raise in this situation. It could definitely look like I'm raising weak to attack all the limpers from the small blind. So he doesn't have to have a premium hand to do this and re-steal my steal. To further narrow his value range, I think he's going to raise an under the gun limper with ace king, ace queen, big pairs. So that only leaves hands like small pairs that would over limp, try to flop a set. And then once they see my raise, they don't want to just call and miss a flop. They'd rather use the fold equity and get it in pre with all of his pairs, say deuces through tens. So in tournaments, you got to win flips, you got to build chips. He could even have a suited ace, ace 5 through ace deuce suited. These all play well in all-in situations. So I man up and put in the call, ace jack offsuit. He shows ace king offsuit. Nice trap, nice trap. Pretty unorthodox line, paid off for him perfectly. But the good news is there's still 5 cards to come. The flop comes 10, 7, 3. The turn is an 8. And the river's a 4. We double him up and lose a 30K pot. We now have about 1,200 chips.
On the first part of the journey, I was looking at all
Shortly after, we get in King Queen of Spades versus the same guy's Pocket Aces. Flop a queen, but it's not enough, and we are out of the World Series of Poker $1,500 freeze out. It's about 9 o'clock at night after a long day of play. Time to go home and play with my dogs. So thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe and alerts button. And give me a thumbs up if you like the content of the video, not the results. I'm going to lose tournaments 99% of the time. So don't thumbs down just because I lose. I understand. See you guys next time.
The heat was hot and the ground was dry, but the air was full of sound. I've been through the desert on a horse with no name. It felt good to be out